Okay, let's see. For anyone who's coming in, please put something in the chat just so I can see if it's working. Something in doesn't feel quite right. Something is crooked here with the angle of the camera, but I don't know. I think I'll just leave it as is right now. Don't want to mess up. Let's see what's going on, if I have the chat or not. Okay, where is it? Like any other live, the chat is giving me trouble. And now I see a commercial. Just great. Oh, still not seeing what's going on in the chat. Okay, I think I'm in. Hi Linda, hi Ludmila, Joanne, Juanita. Okay, let's hope it works. Fingers crossed. Let's see. So, I've got all kinds of stickers here, really all kinds, and I've got all kinds of examples here, but we are going to do lots of stuff. So these are just so you can see all kinds of other examples and colors and shapes. And time permitting, and depends on how I'm holding. I hope that I will also do something with the stickers, so just so you can see all kinds of ways that you can use them. Okay, I'm going to wait just a little bit longer to let people come in and to see if the chat is working, and then we'll start. Checking on the chat because nothing is moving, and when it's not moving I'm starting to worry. For goodness sakes, why is it so hard? Okay. Hi Anita. So, stickers, all kinds. Most of them from office supplies, and even in office supplies there are all kinds of stickers. There are all kinds of shapes, as you know. I've got some round, I've got some squares here, all kinds of sizes. I've got a label sheet of stickers, these ones that are going into a printer tray. I've got some already printed stickers that can also be used, and I have again a sheet of sticker that's supposed to go into a printer. And some of the stickers are matte, some of them are glossy, and I'm going to talk about what you do with the glossy stickers and what you do with the ones that are already printed. So I'm just going quickly again, just some samples of stickers that I've done in the past, just so you can see all kinds of ways. Here is a label sheet, and I have more here. So let's start. So most of my stickers that I have are kind of matte, but if they are glossy, all kinds of ways to go about it. One way is to go with regular gesso. Another way is clear gesso. I hate clear gesso, I don't have it. So, but if you have it, go for it. And acrylics acrylic paint works quite great on even on the glossy stickers. And of course there is levels of glossy. I don't know if you can see it, but let's take this one. This is quite glossy, and the whole sheet is also very glossy, but these are glossy but not as much. They don't have the same shine. So any kind can be dealt with, and I'm also going to show ways that you work on the glossy stickers that you don't use on the other ones. We'll leave it to the end, not the end of the live, but we'll start with the simple stickers, the ones that not so much glossy, and label sheets are not glossy, so these are great to work on. And I like the best method that I like to do on all this kind of sticker sheets, let's call it that, is to work with a sponge and acrylic paint, and then adding detail if it's with stenciling or stamping. So let's take something to start with. This is a square one. Let's take this. Let's start with the squares, and we'll just move along as as we go. Okay, so I've got this. Let me just put something underneath it before I'm making more mess of my mat. And why didn't I think about it before? I don't know. I thought I was prepared. I always think I'm prepared, and then I find something is missing. Okay, so starting sponge, a regular sponge, and I like the ones that have holes in them because then I get more a texture look. So I'm just taking a piece of the sponge, and that's what I'm going to work with. And I'm taking whatever colors that I feel like at the moment. So let's take some. I've got this light mint. Let's take another color. Let's take, I want some, this is some dark maroon. And Do I want another? No, I think I'll start with these two colors. And let's see. So just starting and dabbing excess. I don't want to do too much. It's not stenciling, but even in this I like to work with with the low amount of of paint. Now, how much you want to cover is up to you. I'm not cleaning my sponge. I'm switching to the purplish color and going about it like this. If you want to change the color and not have some mixing in between the two, go for it and just take another piece of sponge. Now I don't care where the stickers are, I'm going all over, because most of the time I will also use whatever is around the stickers. I hope I will have time to show what I'm talking about. Now, of course, if you don't like the white, cover it all. I don't mind the white peeking out. So here it is. That's just the beginning of this sticker page. And I like, let's give it a little bit of a drawing with the heat tool or hair blower. Here we go. So on top of something like this, I like to either stencil or stamp, depending on my mood, depending on the colors and what I want to achieve. So I'm just taking a stencil that I took out some stencil. I've picked this one just because I've got all kinds of shapes on it. Mostly I will use let's say background stencils for this kind of project. And let's pick something that will stand a little bit out on the colors that I've got here. And a lot of the time I will use some metallics because I like the shine that it gives in the end. You don't have to use metallics, you can use whatever you want. And let's see, what color do I want to use here? This is not planned, so I'm just picking up colors as I go. What metallic can I use here? I've got pearlescent blue, I don't know. Let's go for it. Whatever will be, will be. So I've got this and makeup sponge. Again, dabbing excess. And just creating something interesting on top. This doesn't have to be precise, it doesn't have to be anything, it doesn't have to be the same thing all over the page. Just have fun with it. The more fun you have with it, the better result you will get. At least that's how I see it. I like that I don't plan what will be on each sticker. I'm treating it as a one page, and whatever will be, will be. You can do this kind of stuff with sticker pages on a gel plate, but sometimes, depending on the quality of the stickers, sometimes when you come to pull it from the gel plate, some of the stickers will stay on your gel plate. Of course, you can remove them, but sometimes it's just frustrating. I usually don't use a gel plate for this kind of a project. I like to do it like this by hand, and as I said before, most of the time it would be with the sponge first and then some stenciling or stamping. I'm gonna show all kinds of ways, and here we go. that's just the first page. I'm going to let this aside, and we're going to move to another one, and just so we will have all kinds of stuff to play with later on again. So I hope that I will get to show you some projects that you can, what you can do with the stickers. I'm just taking now this sheet of stickers, and the next way that I like to work on this kind of stickers is with the brayer. So I'm bringing in a brayer, and for this I'm bringing in craft foam because that's how I like to use the brayer. I feel it's better this way. And just picking up a color. Right now I've got here some yellow. Just spreading it, don't care. Changing to another color. Again, colors and how many, up to you, like any kind of painting paper that you do. Again, the same goes here. All kinds of methods for doing painting paper can apply here. And just the start, moving this aside. That's the brayer. And I still got paint here, so I want to wipe it, use it and wipe it on a page in my leftover paint notebook. Nothing goes to waste. Here we go. So that was the brayer. Now, of course, you can just paint with a brush and do whatever you want on each sheet of stickers. It really doesn't matter. As I said, any kind of technique of doing painting paper can apply here. I'm taking out now this kind of a sticker sheet. This is quite glossy. The way I usually go about it is, when it's the most glossy ones, I take a very, very fine sandpaper and very gently go over it. I'm not going to do this today, especially because the noise is absolutely horrible when you're doing a video. But I'm going to try and see what's going on in the chat, because after Anita saying greeting from Sheffield, I can't see anything else. So again, trying to see what's going on in the chat. Otherwise, there is no point to a live. Okay. I don't know why it's giving me so much trouble each time. Everything else I managed to somehow see everything, and no, now I don't see the chat at all, for God's sake. Let's see. Okay, I can see the chat again, so I'm going back and see what's going on. Okay, hello to everyone. Just checking to see that I haven't missed any question or something other than a hello. Okay. Okay. So I'm seeing the last that I see is Carver and Jean, and let's hope that the chat will work now and that I wouldn't need to again go out of the and back again. Okay, so here is a glossy sticker sheet with something already printed, and because you know how much I love pink, I'm going to cover it with gesso just so you will see. And I can do it with a brush, I can do it with a sponge, I can do it with whatever I want. It really doesn't matter. It doesn't even to be completely covered. Just as I said, depending of the result that you want. And let's see, I'm taking a brush with hard bristles just because then I will get some kind of texture also, but that's again up to you. You don't want to, you can use a makeup sponge and get a more smooth look. So that's one way to deal with the glossy ones with gesso, and of course first, if you like, with a very fine sanding paper. It's not to remove what is already printed, it's just so the surface will be more, how to call it, porous. Because right now glossy is a non-porous surface. Okay. Trying to do it quickly because I really don't care. There are all more ways to deal with glossy and do all kinds of fun stuff. We are going to get there. I'm just going one by one. Okay. I'm going to let this sit for a little. Another way to go about it, let's take something else. Let's take the one sheet of glossy sticker paper that is supposed to be for the printer, and two ways to go about it. If it's like this small stickers, you can use nail polish and have really fun with it. I'm going to just demonstrate it here because that's what I've picked right now, but of course if it was the round ones, then you can do any. Let's take one just so I can show you. I'm going to take one out of the, here is one, and let's play. I'm just smearing it as I go. Don't really care. I can take something and do like this. You can do all kinds of stuff with nail polish. It's really up to you. Have fun with it. You can go with, and these days there are nail polishes. There are matte and glitter and metallics and all kinds, so you can really go wild with it. I don't know if where you live there is like, here we have also cheap stores for all this stuff, all the cosmetic stuffs, probably comes from China, like everything else. So you can also buy cheap nail polish and don't have to worry about it because it's not going on your nails. It's just going on something like that. I think here is more examples of me just playing with nail polish. So as you can see, you can do whatever you want. And if you want, you can create a shape that you want and then just fussy cut it out of the large sheet of sticker. Very simple, just having fun. Okay, so that's super simple. Another way to go about glossy stickers, and especially this kind of sheet of paper, is with alcohol inks, which I got some, but I haven't tried it yet. I haven't seen videos yet, so I'm not going to try them now. When I have time to study a little bit of how to use them, then I will do another video. But my way to deal with wanting the same effect as alcohol inks is using permanent markers with alcohol. And let's hope it will work for me today because my alcohol is very, very old. You wouldn't think that alcohol can be can go bad, but it seems that it does. And these are just permanent markers that I'm putting on this sheet of sticker paper. Don't really care right now about the colors. I'm just putting them down so you can see the effect. As long as it will work. Some of my markers are also old. This one needs to go to the trash. Let's see. What else do I have? Let's see. Just putting some different colors so you can see the interaction, and this one also to the trash. Okay, now cross your fingers that it will work. The best result is if you can get your hands on a 95-97% alcohol. Here it's, I don't know why, you can only find it in the pharmacy and it's not cheap. And if I want just that it won't be the cheap ones is just 70%. It also works, but as I said, what I've got is old. So now I'm just putting it down with splattering the alcohol, and there is already a reaction. And this is again up to you how much you want a reaction between the colors. You can also go in with the back of your paintbrush and just deliberately put some where you want to. You can also go with the brush inside and mix the colors. I can take a brush with the alcohol and decide that I want more spreading and reaction in between. Now again, it's a trial and error at the beginning, and also once it's dry and you don't see any reaction, you can go over it again with more of the same. So, and I'm just going to show you some. It's not on a sticker sheet, it's on just glossy white paper, but I just want you to show you how it looks when everything works okay. That's how it looks. And of course, if you've got alcohol inks, then that's better. That's how it looks. So again, up to you. That's the next thing that you can do with the glossy ones. I'm just moving this aside. I'm less interested in the large sheets, but when you want a very specific shape, then it's better to work on something like that. Again, just treat it as any kind of painty paper, do whatever you want, and then just cut whatever shape that you want. So that's that. Now here is let's go back to this one and just pick more colors to play with. I'm just moving this a little bit aside, and let's see, taking what this is, wine it says, whatever. Looks like dark magenta. Again, you can go wild with the colors. You don't have to do the whole sheet the same way. You can decide half and half, whatever. It's really up to your imagination and what you want to create. You can go dark, you can go light. Okay, let's take some, I want a lighter color. You probably can't see, but even through the paint you can see some of the brush strokes with the gesso. As I said, it's giving a more textured look. Let's do some lighter color here. Let's pick another color. I don't know. This light, I don't know, lilac, whatever. Doesn't have to be like the others that I've done with a lot of color. It can be from more subtle, like what I'm doing right now. Again, it's up to you what you want. Here we go. I still got a little bit of this. Just okay. So once more, this needs to dry. I'm just going to move it aside and do a label sheet just so you will see. And when this will be dry, we'll go on to more stenciling and mark making and stamping and whatever, all kinds of stuff that you can do on top. So label, I know it seems rectangles is boring, but I'm going to show you how you can use it, especially when you want to add words to your page. Then this is a great stuff to work on, and you can do other stuff that I will show you later on. So just to speed things up, maybe I'll use a brayer on this. Let's go with what I have here. And again, I don't have to do the whole sheet of paper, but that's okay. Okay. Another color. Let's do more of a purple. More purple. I'm spreading it more because the more I spread it, the less I have on the brayer, and then I can go lightly, more lightly on the page. If you want a more solid outcome, then you don't spread it as much as I have. Okay, more. I want more. What color do I want now? Light blue. Again, spreading it. You don't have to go all over. You can decide what direction you want. There are no rules to it. Okay, so we've got another start for a page of stickers. Let's see if this is dry. Seems like it. Let's hope so. Okay, simple. The simplest thing to do with this kind of labels, if you remember, because now it's mostly obscured. These are the printed circle ones. Is to the most likely thing that I do on top of this stuff is either write or stamp. And for this I pick stamps that are that fit in size into the circle. Not always. Sometimes I just pick something like, let's see, something like this, and it will go outside the circle, but I don't care. It's just giving it some detail and interest. Okay, sometimes I aim for a sticker, and sometimes I work on the page all around, and wherever everything goes, it goes. Don't care. Mostly when I want stickers to like Happy Mail, I put all kinds of stuff in cellophane bags, for that matter, like this one, and I want to have something nice to close the bag. Then I will take a sticker like this and put it like that, and it makes the whole difference to how things look. And also something like that will be very nice add to a journal page and greeting cards and all kinds of stuff. So again, you can do many stuff with it. And so sometimes the stamp will be bigger than the sticker, and sometimes I will take a stamp that will fit inside. And if I remove it just so you can see how it looks, here we go. Of course, I can also do more detailing. I can take gel roll pens and add some more things inside. Up to you. This sky's the limit with this stuff. So that's one way to go about it. I can make the whole sheet like this. I can change and pick something else. Here we go. Okay. You can do each circle with something else. And you can treat it as one. And let's pick some stencil. And let's take something that will be more visible. I'm taking gold. And makeup sponge. Just getting rid of the excess and start to stencil. Again, you can go all over, or you can just spread all kinds in all kinds of places, and wherever it goes, it goes. It doesn't have to be on all the stickers. Really up to you. I can introduce another metallic for the other areas. Let's do it just so you can see how it looks. Let's pick something else. What else do I have in metallic? I have something quite similar. I've got some pearlescent lime. Here we go. Don't know how much of it you can see. It's quite thin. The paint, it's also old. So just spread it around, and not everything is stenciled. I don't care. Just more interest and texture in this, I don't know what you call it, background for that matter. And then when you pick a sticker, whatever you get, you get. Here we go. One sticker. Another sticker. You see, I hope you can see the shimmer. And after you use all the stickers, you can use whatever, all that is left. I hope again that we will get to it. Okay, so let's see. So we've done stamps, we've done stenciling, and I can take, let's take just a permanent marker, and I can write on it like whatever I want. Okay, for that matter, I can doodle. whatever is floats your boat for that matter. Let's see. So now I have this sticker. Now, of course, it's a little bit hard to see when it's on the page, but I can just go and create more and see what I like. And that's how you get interesting and unique things on your sticker. Let's see. Maybe let's take a Posca pen and I can go in. Just having fun with it. This is the most simple and easiest way to make your own unique stickers. And just here on this one, there is just the sponge and doodling. Nothing special. You just have to let yourself do stuff. I hope I'm explaining it okay. So let's put this aside and let's bring this back, the label sheet, and I'm gonna start some stenciling on top of it. And because I went light here, I can go and add something darker on top. Let's see. Just spreading around so we'll have something interesting. Now if you want the labels to be the background to all kinds of things that you are going to write, words for your art journal and stuff like that, then I will advise to keep it simple and with lighter colors in the background and less things that will draw your eye from whatever you are planning to write on top of the labels. But if you're going to use them to, in other stuff like I'm going to show, then go wild. The more the merrier on top of it. It would be just more interesting. Now, of course, you can do more. It doesn't have to be just stenciling. You can do on the same sheet, you can do the stamping, stenciling, doodling. It's really whatever you feel like it. And once again, I've got leftover paint, so let's put it somewhere. I like smearing paint, and a lot of my painty paper are just this, smearing paint. Okay, use this. Now, what do I feel like? Let's add more of, where did I put the gold? I don't remember. Never mind. I will take this pearlescent green, whatever. Let's take another. It's hardly seen, again, because it's light, because it's also a old paint, and to begin with it was very thin and runny. Okay, so that was some stenciling. Maybe I want to add some stamping. Let's see, what will I stamp now? Let's take this butterfly, and gonna take this blue. I'm just going wild. Again, I don't care where I'm stamping, and I'm going all directions. Okay, I can go on and work on this page, but I'm leaving it as is. Just using the leftover paint. Okay, so we are finished with that. Okay, so I'm gonna bring something. Well, let's I'll pause and drink something. I'm parched, and as usual, the my chat is stuck. So I'm gonna bring something to show you how I used the label stickers. This is not my ID. This is Cat Hand ID, and that's how I've done the cover. This is just sticker labels, and you just take them out willy-nilly and stick them to your cover. Of course, this can also be inside a journal. You can do a background just from the stickers and play with the placement of them, and it can be a great background. So just so you can see how you can use them for other stuff. Okay, so now I'm going to try and catch what is going on in the chat. before we are going to continue. And let's try and make a little bit of order here, because again, real estate here is just getting narrow and narrow. This kind of stickers I also use a lot in backgrounds. Let's see if I have one. No, not this. Finished with this one. Finished. Oh, here we go. You just take whatever you have and you just put it randomly on a page, and it really adds a lot of interest to a page. So that's the same sticker sheet as this one, okay? I went with the Brayer here with some red and orange, and then stamped with red on top, and that's the outcome. I don't care where it fell, each stamping, and now you have great circles, interesting circles to use in any journal, okay? So that's that, the smaller ones. And I think I even once used it to create some eyes for an owl or something. Again, you just color it however you want and make an eye. Of course, this needs to dry, and then you do a pupil or whatever, eyelid and a pupil, whatever. So that's the smaller ones. The square ones, again, it can be used for a lot of stuff. I have one, if I can find it, with letters. I stamped letters on top of them, and you can stamp numbers, and you can just do whatever you want here. I just scraped paint with a plastic card. Here I just used a paintbrush to spread the paint and then stamped, and that's it. Now, how to use it? Again, if you've got letters, you can write whatever you want, whatever word you can assemble whatever word you want, and numbers, you can do whatever you want again. And if it's just something like that, a lot of time I will take, let's see if I've got something here to show on top. And where is it? And I still got some. This is the last calendar. I haven't finished it yet, and let's take some. It can be random all around the page. It can be a border. Just picking random squares so it would be interesting. I think the page already looks a lot better with this added stickers here. They're a little bit old, so the adhesive is not quite good, but that's okay. I can reinforce it later. I just want to show you how it changes a page with just gluing down these stickers. I can also go here. I can leave it as is. I could have a just, let's see here. If I don't care what the letters are, I can just take them. And again, do something interesting. I can place them like this. Just as another element to the page. Here we go. So that's the square ones. Just so you will get more ideas how to use. And let's see. Here I've done for each one a different stamp, and again can be used in Happy Mail, inside the journal, wherever you want. Let's see, maybe we'll find a page for these ones. And I don't care. Let's do random. You can also cut them in half. You can just play with the shapes. They don't have to stay like this. I can take one, cut it in half, and place one here. I can place one here. It's really up to your imagination and having fun. And now I'm taking just a marker and going like this. I don't know why, because I like it. It's something that I do a lot of times with circles. Forgot to check the chat again. I'm sorry. You can make flowers from them. You can do a lot of stuff, especially with circles. Can be all kinds of stuff. Let's see. Maybe find another page. This can be some flower. Wait for it. I know it looks bad right now. Let's help it along. Okay. Doesn't look like a flower, but here we go. Very, very easy. Anyone can do it. Okay, and of course I can do more flowers. Just wanted to show you one way to go about it. It can also be just the center of a flower. It doesn't have to be the whole flower. Really up to you. So that's another thing to do. What else? Oh, another thing that I like to do to decorate a page is to take circles. If I've got stickers, it's more fun, but it doesn't have to be stickers. Sometimes I just punch circles from a painted paper, and what I like to do is I'm trying to find a page. Well, I'll just go here like this. I like to go like that with the circles. Just another element for an interesting page. Okay, easy peasy. I think this is even the stickers that I used to do the cover. I'm not sure, but I think it's that. Here are the stickers that I usually, up till now, I used to put in Happy Mail to close the bags, and also this one. And let's see, I wanted to show you. Yeah, let's do this one. Even what's left from this kind of pages can be used in an art journal. Let's see if I still have a page that I can stick it to. Whatever. Okay. Just the peeling is a little bit difficult, but we shall overcome. Here we go. Not exactly the page that I would have wanted this in, but I don't care. I'm putting it here. Interesting enough. Just getting rid of the excess, which I can also use in another place, even on this page. Why? Because I can. And it's just a calendar that I made into a journal. Okay, you can hear planes up ahead. Let's hope there won't be a siren. Here we go. So many things that can be done with it. A lot of time I will take something like that, if it's one or more, and put it on a background, something that is, let's see, something like this that is quite boring right now. There is nothing on it of interest. I will put something like that and then create something in the middle for each circle. So that's another way to go about it. Let's put something here. What's the worst that could happen? So I can stamp inside the circles, I can leave it as is, and I can also, if I've got more stickers like I have here, I can play with it and create something interesting. Sometimes it would be just an abstract, sometimes it would be just a background, and sometimes I will utilize it as my focal point, depending on what is going on in my mind at the exact moment. So here we go. Now I'm going to check the chat. Each time I'm going backwards, I need to wait for a commercial. It's so frustrating. Well, hello to everyone, and for everyone that I've missed, and היי לתמר, טוב לדעת שיש מישהו מישראל. Okay, I'm just trying to go over what's going on in the chat. Brenda, it's just paper. Start. Yes. Hi, Betty. Hello to everyone. If I've missed you, I'm sorry. Hi, Melissa and Lynn. Okay. Okay. So that was the chat. Again, I'm sorry if I've missed anyone. And what else? I'm trying to make some room here. I have another video that I've done a long time ago about these stickers. So I'll try to find it, and I'll put when the live is over. It takes a little bit time until YouTube is putting it on my channel, and when it is, I will add the link in the description box. I've showed how to use some of the, I think I remember it was, I used the stickers on greeting cards, which is another option. Again, it's really versatile, and you can do all kinds of stuff with it. And now I'm thinking if I have enough to do some journal page with stickers, so you can see something else from all the other ideas that I showed you up till now. So at least I'm for now I'm just making a little bit of room here so I can see what I'm doing. I think I have a small journal, yeah, that I haven't started yet, from the cheap store. Let's do the labels on top of it, or maybe this one, I don't know. You've seen how I use the labels as a cover, so I'm thinking maybe go wild with the circles. Yeah, let's go wild. Whatever happens, happens. Do I want to overlap? Do I want to leave a space? I don't know. We are playing here. Let's take this one. Oops. So simple to play with this. I can also go around like this. Don't even have to cut it. Maybe I'm thinking smaller circles maybe in between, so let's find the smaller circles. I've got this color and I've got this one. I don't care, I'm having fun. Maybe even overlap. Yeah. I'm already liking it, what can I tell you? And it's just stickers. Let's see. Another color, why not? Going wild, as I said. And of course, if you want for something like that for the cover, you can go on top of it with water-based varnish. You can even, if you want it to sparkle or be a little bit more shiny, you can go on top of it with nail polish. I can decide that just this will be with glitter and go over them with nail polish with glitter, because we are doing wild things on the cover. Here we go. Some with glitter and some will be without glitter. Here we go. Don't know if you can see it, but here it is. I hope you can see it. Okay, so let's pick another one. Very simple. Don't need to mess right now with wet glue, just creating an interesting cover with stickers. So simple. Of course, if it's there are some stickers, as I said, that the adhesive is not that great, you can also always add glue and reinforce it. So not the end of the world. Okay, almost done. Very simple. You see how quick it is? Mm. And again, a little bit of shimmer. Don't have to, but I like it. Always going crazy on the covers of journals. Most of the time I don't do the cover until I'm finished with the journal, because if I can mess something, it always the cover, some paint will always get on top of something, but I don't care. This kind of journal, it's small, and usually it's just for small leftovers that I have lying around my desk, and I don't want to create more stashes, so it goes in this kind of journal. Okay, I'm moving it aside, especially the nail polish needs to dry. And I'm done. I think, you know what, just this. I want to find a place for the square ones that I've done at the beginning. And it's quite random what I'm doing. So many ways to utilize it in all kinds of layouts. Here we go. And once again, I've got a leftover that can be used in another journal page. Let's see if I still got some. What the heck? Let's put it here. I don't care. That's the beauty of it. It's a calendar, an old calendar from the supermarket that otherwise would have gone into recycling is just getting another life. Here we go. I can stamp in each square here, and it would be very interesting. You see? So simple. Okay, so once again, I need to refresh the chat so before I'm closing this live. Okay. Okay, I hope I haven't missed anything. The last comment I see is from Tony Jones. Let's see. Okay, here is Julia, Linda, Melissa. Okay. So if no one has questions for me, I'll say goodbye. And thank you for being here. It really is great to have you participate in the lives. And that's it. I hope you get more ideas and do some wonderful stuff with stickers. So I'll be seeing you in my next video. Bye for now.